Asalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu. Kusoo dhawaada waa walaalkiina Momani channelka Crypto Kutajir. This is also a continuation waaye in the previous one insha Allah. Meeshaneeto waxayris waxa ka hadlaya aan kasoo taabanayna aan soo aragnay supports and resistance aan soo aragnay. So when it comes to support and resistance, what is the best option? How can you trade se u qaataa within the supports and resistance? For example, hadda an example waxaa laga tusinaa dhinacii wixii la yiraahdo uh, Bitcoin by just easily looking at, let's say, this is exactly at the, by now you already know waxaaneeto this line I'm drawing. Haddii aad hore usoo daawatay lineka kale, let's just change that so at least in your brain aad og tahay aad la socotid what that actually means. And your trend is your friend until otherwise. Let's say meeshaaneeto wixii ka dambeeyay anaka ma garanaynin, and we can just get that out. Let's see, come back here, go back to replays, enter, delete that. Test your strategies. No, just current plan, targeted file. So it looks like maybe it doesn't want to do that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, anyway, we continue with it. Sidoo asigu sans ku yahay the full power of trading view ileeyahay soddon beri wixii ka dambeeya free trial ka adiga ka baxdid gado ileeyahay, but I will use hadhowti my own uh, trading view. But my own trading view waxa igu jirto some a lot of drawings. Oh, that is another thing. Once you put in your trend lines and you want to keep your trend lines, you can actually keep them so that at least hadhowti okutusiyo some understanding meesha suuqa u socday. However, you can also clean it up, and every time trader at high, you're in for the market, trying to see what has been happening, meesha maxaa ka dhacay, and so forth. You know, this is your waxaa og tahay for sure this is your friend. This is your trend, this is your friend, and it, oh, you know for sure we are on a downward momentum oo ku jirnaa, and downward momentum oo ku jiraa, sale oo ku jiraa, and the price actually came to a 34,000 or so taabtay at one time. Let's say you ended up buying here, intaa kasoo gadatay, intaa dhahday waa gatay. You didn't know price into soo daadanaya, but you ended up putting a buy because waxaa fiirisay maybe in the past, and waxaa ogaatay, hey, this wasn't a support, or let's say inta ma gadanin, right? Let's say inta ma gadanin, but waxaad aragtay suuqa iyo soo daadatay inta ka kacay oo kor aaday, and then you drew this line, you extended out what in the beginning you extended out what dheereysay. Markaad dheereysay kow wuxuu ku ahaay, for example, saanu ku ahaay, waxaaneeto halahan wixii ka dambeeyo you didn't see it. Let me see if I can actually delete that. Wuxuu leeyahay premium, just go continue with my 30-day trial. No, iga dhaaf waxaas, just wasting waqti limis waaye. Let's say you're just sitting here into suuqa ahaaye halahan wixii ka dambeeya ilow pricekii asigoo meeshan kuu fadhiyo ayuu kuu soo kacay. Let's delete that. Price asigoo inta fadhiyo intuu imaado uu soo taabtay intuu kuu aaday halahaneeto, you didn't see this happening, and then the market came down, uu suuqa uu soo daatay, right? Sell off aa kasoo dhacay, linekii kusoo laabtay, and you bought in inta hadda kusoo gashay, right? This is where you bought in, and you know next time when it goes to its resistance kaaseeto aniga I'm gonna sell it. And then you ended up, you know, into aaday, you sold it, inta waxaa ku gashay sale aa ugu baxday, suuqa dhan waa ka baxday, and maybe waa isbedeshay, waxaa rabtaa inaad kusoo gashid short, haddana sale aa kusoo gashay, but you get into ku imaaday faa'iido, you never came all the way down to your profit, but anyway you saw it inuu soo laabanayo, and then suuqina ka baxday. But that's not what aniga aan rabo inaan tusiyo. Meeshaaneeto waxaa hadda ku baranuunaa waxaa waaye the support and resistance line continuation kiisa, and also resistance, let's say resistance line, and kan ugu hooseeyo we know this is a support line. Waxaan fiirinoyaa a 4-hourly time frame. So this is my resistance line, this is my support. There's something, a new phrase aan rabaa inaa meeshaan aa ka baratid, and that phrase is no other than, let me get this drawing. What is it? Let's just put a mark on this since I'm using it a lot. So um, it went up. Let's escape this. Delete that. Let's waxyaalahan dhan aan ka bixinaya hal mar. Let's just delete this. Let's delete that. Delete. 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 So intaa ka gadatay, and the price intaa sugu imaaday, it made a new low. It came back and actually made a double bottom. Kor ku aaday, wuu ka soo baxay suuqa. It went up, fake out uu sameeyey wax la yiraahdo, and then it came back down again, and it came back up. So this thing I just drew hadeertaan, this thing oo intuu ku soo laabtay, xarafkaaseeto, that is the main purpose of this video. Xarafkaaseeto aan rabaa inaa meeshaan aad ka baratid ay yiraahdaan a pullback. It just made something known as a pullback. Pullback wuxuu dhacaa mostly when the price movement is actually going down. So priceka asigoo u socdo dhinaca sell oo ku jiro, and you have this line within a support and a resistance oo ka soo baxay oo isku dayay inuu ku soo noqdo its previous support. That is what you call a pullback. Let's go see it if we can find it in S&P. Just do it like that. Go out. Sell oo ku jira. It is in a sell. That's what we want to see. Sell ka ka dhex raadinoona. And you have a support and a resistance. Oh, go back in time. A pullback. Yep, you can definitely see it here. Babakana, if you saw it. This is your resistance. This is your support. Change the line. Make that green, agar. Price goes up, comes down, goes back up. Let's just say it exit and it came back up again. It doesn't have to be so many lines mubahano. It does not need to make like waxyaalo line badan inuu saan u sameeyo mubahano. It could be two lines. It could be one line. It could be anything. But the most important thing arawa in ka fahamtid is this thing called pullback. It oo suuqa oo kusoo noqonayo meeshaanayt oo kusoo noqonayo being called a pullback. Pullback wuxuu ka dhacaa when it's actually baalka sell off oo ku jiro. What we tend to see is a pullback. The opposite is throwback. waxay dhahaan. The throwback happens a lot when you are mostly in a balki bullish momentum. Bullish momentum markaa ku jirtid, what happens is when the price or suuqa kor u socdo, let's wabakana a new one right here, right there. Take another line, put it here. This is your support, your resistance. Just change the style. Let's change it to red. That. So as the price suuqa u soo daatay, wuxuu ka imaaday, no, let's escape. Control Z. Let's just delete that. Suuqa, it was coming out from a previous low and wuxuu sameeyey at least a really nice bull flag oo ka imaaday. It went up, came back down again, got rejected, rejection laga soo sameeyey, and now it came back to support mar labaad. It went up, but waxyariis it became short. Resistance ka moosan soo taawanin. It came back as a support wuu aaday. It broke the support, and see what happens. It came back down again and tested the resistance. Sometimes wuu soo taabtaa, sometimes wuu ka yaraadaa. But that is what you call, and that has its own name. Namekiisa wuxuu waaye throwback. Throwback معناه it's very simple, meaning that the price was going up, it was thrown back to its previous support. And meeshu hadday ka arkeen dhinacii Tesla oo ahay, I think I drew it in Tesla maybe, yeah. No, I didn't draw it in Tesla. Where did I draw it? Maybe in Euro. Let's see. I drew it here. Meeshaan aan ku sawiray aan jeclahay. Where was it? Can't find it out. But if you go back in the video, inshallah, you'll be able to see, yep, it BTC or waxaan ku sawiray in the 4 hourly time frame. So this is what you call a pullback. It's being pulled back to its previous support, which became a resistance uh, from a new support or sameeyey a really minor support or into ku noqday a new support. But this is a new pullback. They attempted to pull it back to its previous support, which was now a resistance. But if you go to the other one that we just see aragne dhinacii oo throwback waa suuqa at least markuu ku jiray dhinaca buyga uu ku jiray, and then they ended up selling it, and you've seen what they call a throwback. And that's how those that is the difference between a throwback and a pullback in a bullish and a bearish market. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Momani. Inshallah, hit the subscribe button, press the like, comment down, give me your critiques kaadisi maxaa ka bedeli karaa, improvements maxaa ka sameyn karaa, and so forth. My intention waxaa rabaa to condense down waqtigii inaan soo yareeyo, so that at least time frame yariis oo noqdo, to put in as much as I can and drawing it at the same time. And at the same time anigana waxaa isku daya inaan ka dhex raadiyo anigoona aan soo sameynin pre-planning to my educational technical analysis. It's just me randomly going in and seeing ku daya inaan ka dhex raadiyo this pullbacks, throwback, support, resistance, where you can buy it and sell it, and so forth. Inshallah, we will build our foundation as time waqti ilaah doona siiyo.